Welcome back to another episode of Brown Boy Cops. This is now episode 5, and this includes all of the drops, or most of them, from the month of December. This includes drops like the Yeezy 350 Breds, the Jordan 11 Jubilees, Kobe 6 Protro, Grinch, a couple weeks of Supreme, and some other releases here and there. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. This is probably one of the ones that I have taken the most time for. Took a lot of time editing it and getting it just right. I also hope that you guys enjoy some of the new footage that I've put here. It's a couple of different new bots that I've picked up or had for a while, just started using them. You'll be able to see a little bit of Rattenfanger, a little bit of the Shitbot, and a little bit of Mech AIO as well. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy this video. First release for this video is going to be the Yeezy Boost 350 Bred, and this will be on foot sites and finish line for now. Overall, this was a pretty good drop for me. I was running Kodai AIO for foot sites and finish line. I was running a mixture of BART ISPs, Leaf ISPs. Those were specifically on foot sites, and then on finish line I strictly ran Notify residential proxies. Overall, it was a pretty good drop. For some people it was much harder to even get one pair, but I was hitting pretty consistently. It took me about 5 to 10 minutes to be able to hit my first pair. I made sure to have my capture harvesters open. I was running 3500 delay. That was pretty much it as far as my setup goes. Oh, and for finish line, I was running all desktop mode, as you can see there. I was able to pretty much hit a pair every couple minutes or so, and then some would come in like waves. Was able to hit several pairs. I'll give a little tally at the end of these clips in regards to how many pairs we were able to hit. One thing I do regret doing, or regret not doing more so, I didn't run finish line on initial, so I set that up afterwards, and I should have been running that from initial. Finish line, I had been struggling a little bit, but I've now figured out what I was doing wrong, so next time I will be running it on initial. So next up we have again the Yeezy Boost 350 Bred, but now on Yeezy supply. So the bot that I was running here was Polaris. Now Polaris had been having some issues before, but for today they seem to have stepped up a notch and were able to hit several pairs. Per seeing in their Discord and such, they had very good success, and so did I. For this drop, I was running again Polaris, and I was only using Wire residential proxies. This is a proxy company that two of my homies have made, and they were able to provide me with some residential proxies that I bought, and they work fantastically with Polaris on Yeezy supply. Before using Polaris or even Wire residentials, I have not been able to cop on Yeezy supply ever. So this was a really good surprise to me. I thought my zip code was banned or something like that, but I guess not. So that was really good. Super happy that the bot worked, the proxies worked fantastic, and I was able to secure a couple pairs. I was able to hit a little over 60 pairs using Kodai, Polaris, and the proxy companies BART, Leaf, Notify, and Wire. I was super stoked that I did pretty well this release. It's not compared to what other people were hitting, but for me, this was really good. So I'm super happy about that. So next up, we have Supreme Week 16, and I was only going for the Nupsy and a couple of the arcade machines. Now the arcade machines were a little bit higher priced, but they were still going to be worth a flip, so might as well go for them. I was running MechPreem, and I was using my local hosts for some of them to check out, and I was also using BART ISPs, specifically the AT&T ones. I used a variety of different modes this release. I used Browser Normal, Super, API, and Browser Safe. I wanted to make sure what happened on the box logo hoodie drop, where only one mode worked, would not happen again. So I did it with all my tasks. With each profile that I ran, I used one mode. I used all 4 modes with that profile. This way it was all spread out and I didn't have to worry about one of the modes not working because it was going to be covered elsewhere. But overall, we were able to hit 3 of the Mortal Kombat arcade machines, which was really nice. I didn't think I could, hit that many. I thought it was indeed super limited, but apparently I was still able to hit a couple. So super happy about that. Shout out MechPreem and BART AT&T ISPs for clutching it for me today. So next up, we have the Air Jordan 11 Jubilees, and this was dropping on Foot sites, Finish Line, and a couple Shopify sites. So here I was running Kodai AIO yet again on Foot sites and Finish Line. I was also running Soul AIO for Shopify. Didn't manage to hit anything with Soul, but overall it was a good experience to be able to use it for the first time. It was simply a friend's copy that I borrowed just so I could test it out and see how I could do on Shopify. But at this point, I was still having some issues, and hopefully they can be resolved very soon. Again, I was using Kodai for Foot sites and Finish Line. I made sure to run Finish Line on initial this time. And also here, I was running a up-and-coming bot called Rattenfanger. Now, this bot has been out since, I personally picked up my copy from a group buy back in March, back on March 14th of this year, 2020. I was able to pick up a copy, and it had early success, sometimes on Supreme and sometimes on Shoe Palace, back to when it was at that old mode or old site type. But its foot site success had not really been there that much. But very, very recently, they have been able to fix all of those issues. They've even implemented a queue bypass, which works very, very well, and you'll be able to see that in full effect later on in this video. But overall, it was a really good experience running a new bot. It had been a bot that I had for a while, but hadn't really used in several months, so it was really nice being able to pick it up again and run it on a drop where I could at least begin to see that it was working. Obviously these 11s they were on the site for a while. Wasn't too hard to get them, but it was very, very nice to be able to see a bot that is relatively new in the botting kind of world, but able to see some success where members of the bot Discord were able to hit several tens of pairs, hundreds of pairs, some even thousands of pairs. So it was really, really good to see this in action, and I'm very, very happy to have my own copy. All of my checkouts were on foot sites using BART ISPs. I didn't manage to hit any on Finish Line. I'm not entirely sure why. I was kind of using the same setup as the Breds. Same proxies, Notify Resis. They had been doing very well for me, and for some people they were hitting. So I'm not really sure what I may have done wrong. Maybe it was something in my delays or some proxy issue. Not entirely sure. But I didn't manage to hit any on Finish Line or Shopify. But foot sites were able to clutch it up for me. Kodai and BART ISPs have been working very, very well on foot sites for me. So super happy about that. I was kind of going on and off of my computer. I was there on initial, but then I kind of took a nap and went to go do some other things. So I kind of just let it run, and I was able to hit a couple of restocks throughout the day. And also over the next 2 days, I was able to hit a couple more pairs. But overall, really good release. Now, in total, I was able to hit about 35 pairs. It was really good being able to see Radenfanger hit me a couple pairs. I did not hit as many as Kodai did with Radenfanger, but it was very, very good to be able to run it, test it out, see how it is, so I can try it on a future drop, which you will be able to see later on in the video. So on the Sandtop release, I was running Kodai AIO and also Mech AIO, which you will see in a little bit. Now with Kodai, I was running BART ISPs, I was running all the foot sites, and I was also running Finish Line. But Finish Line, I was running Notify residential proxies. And for Mech AIO, I was also running BART ISPs. I was only running foot sites here at the beginning, simply because that was the only sites dropping. Mech AIO does not have a Finish Line module currently, so I was not running that, or else I would have. But overall, Mech AIO was a very good experience. I was able to hit about 3 to 4 pairs with it on foot sites. And as you will see here, also I was able to hit a couple pairs on Yeezy supply. Now with Mech AIO, it also has a very good Shopify module, so I wanted to pick it up to be able to test it. I have not been doing the best on Shopify. As my other bots, they do perform okay on Shopify, but I just always have issues and stuff. But I was very happy to see that the Mech AIO Shopify module was working great, and I was actually able to hit 2 pairs on DTLR. Obviously, this is not the most hyped shoe, although I was very happy to be able to hit Shopify for once. It's something I had been struggling with. Pretty much I can cook every single other site except Shopify, but I'm very happy now that I am able to hit on Shopify with Mech AIO, and I am super stoked to see what this bot has for its future coming here into 2021, and new modules they can push out, and even more success. So for the Sandtop release, in total, we were able to hit a little over 25 pairs. I was super happy about that. I kind of went for some ACO and also some for personal, but it was overall a really good drop. I was super happy to showcase Mech AIO doing work on foot sites, Shopify, and Yeezy supply. So super stoked that that could be my new Shopify and Yeezy supply bot that I will continue to use for the future. Now next up we have the Yeezy 700 Clay Brown and the Nike Sakai Vapor Waffles. Now these were dropping on Shopify, and I was running Mech AIO yet again on the Shopify sites Concepts, BBC, Kith. Now this is where a funny thing happens. As I was running with Mech AIO, I was running for both the Clay Browns and the Sakais. They were dropping at the exact same time, so I wanted to run for both of them, might as well, because they were both pretty profitable, especially the Sakais. But as I was running, I'm not sure if this was a bug or my PC was lagging, but as I was running a couple tasks, it showed the Sakai picture at the bottom, when I was running the task, saying processing, but it was actually for a pair of the clay browns, which is just fine. But I was actually really stoked that I thought it was the Sakai's, but it was just the clay browns. But I was still super happy about that I was able to hit a pair again on Shopify, especially Kith. And I was running my local host and Bard ISPs, and Bard ISPs were able to hit for me today. Now, next up, we have the Yeezy Quantum basketballs in the frozen blue colorway. This was a late evening drop for me. Not entirely sure why they did that, but good for me. Don't have to wake up so early. I was running Mech AIO as well as Wire residential proxies that have been cooking for me on Yeezy Supply, so no sense to switch it up if what I have is just perfect. I was able to hit a couple pairs. The stuff kind of sat for a while, also kind of sat on Kith in certain sizes, so I wasn't really, super blown out the water. But again, I was super happy that Mech.io was completely hitting on Yeezy Supply as well as Wire residential proxies. Now we have one of the more anticipated drops of this month of December, and that is the Kobe 6 Protro Green Apple, or otherwise known as the Kobe Grinches. Now, these were dropping on foot sites and Shopify. Now, this is where I was able to see a couple bots really perform well for me. I was running Kodai AIO with a mixture of BART ISPs, Wire ISPs, and a couple of Leaf ISPs. Majority of my proxies were BART ISPs and Wire ISPs. I was running both of those on Kodai and Radenfanger. Kodai was able to hit me 2 pairs right on initial. Now this is where it really gets crazy for me. I ran Radenfanger again for the Kobe drop. I didn't even realize that they had implemented some sort of queue bypass. This way all of your tasks would be actually attempting the add to cart when drop time actually came. So you didn't have to worry about starting tasks too early or too late. They were all simply ready to try to add to cart and check out the product. Now, Radenfanger went absolutely insane for me. I was running about 300 tasks on Radenfanger, and again, using a mixture of BART ISPs, Wire ISPs, and Leaf ISPs. I was able to hit 12 pairs with Radenfanger, which is absolutely insane. I was not expecting for it to be this good for me. And after, I was actually checking the Discord, and I was seeing some people were hitting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs, and damn, I was able to hit 12 of these things, and I thought they were supposed to be crazy limited. But the combination of Radenfanger with BART ISPs, Wire ISPs, and a couple of Leaf ISPs went absolutely crazy. Now we also have the final week of Supreme here. The only thing I was going for were the Zippos and one of the hooded sweatshirts for an ACO. So I just let my tasks run here, and they eventually all got to processing. I ran browser normal with my local host. I'm super happy that I ended off Supreme pretty well, hit a lot of items with Mech, and I can't wait to see what next season has in store for us. Another release here is the Jordan 12 Reverse Flu games. I was only focusing on Shopify. This way I could test Make AIO and, just fine tune my skills for another Shopify release. And it went absolutely perfect for me, given the site did not have any sort of bot protection or anything, but it was pretty good. So I am super happy about that. Was able to secure 3 pairs on Kith, and then another one later on foot sites with Radenfanger. So super happy about that. So So the final release here is the Bodega Nike Dunk Highs on Sneakers app. I was running TSB, all NSWBA tasks with BART ISPs. I entered about 30 out of the 70 to 80 tasks I was running, and I was able to hit a pair. So super happy about that. My first time really focusing on TSB for a release, since it was the only thing happening today. Super happy that I finally hit with it, and I will hopefully be able to secure another pair with the spot very soon. We got a couple of Nike releases this upcoming month of January, so super happy about that. So that just about wraps up episode 5 of Brown Boy Cops. I'm super happy that you guys took the time to watch this video. It did take me a little bit longer to go through it simply because of all the footage. I'm busy with a couple other things in my life. But I hope that you guys will continue to watch me here in 2021. This is something that I have taken upon myself as a goal for 2021 to keep doing this, either through the YouTube channel, the whole reselling career, and still pursue school and work and other things like that. So I hope you guys have a very, very good New Year's, and that you guys have an amazing 2021 here starting up very soon. Remember to also like, comment, and subscribe. That really pushes me to do this even more. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.